Okay, travelers, I'm back with part two, and we're going to be doing this with the Casanova cards. Let me tell you something. I've had two of the strangest events happen to me this morning. One right before I was going to start recording. The first one was I got up this morning and there was a flock of birds. I mean, and it took probably 5 or 10 minutes for them all to arrive. And then they all landed in the street in front of my house. It Maybe that's not a weird thing, but I wouldn't expect them to land on the asphalt. Yeah, maybe the grass, something like that. That's the first thing. I took a picture of that because I had not seen that before. But then right before I was about to turn the the camera back on to start recording with the Casanovas, my computer screen lit up like a flashlight. Not, where you're watching TV and say the picture goes out and it's just a white screen. It wasn't that. It was literally, I could still see everything on the screen, but this light, just like a flashlight, just lit up the whole screen. And I thought my first, thought was, oh shit, something's fixing to catch fire. Everything else has been burning up electronics. So I don't know. We're going to see. I think I'm being alerted to something. I don't know what. As I was pre-shuffling the cards, I have this King of Wands who has shown up. And it kind of made me think of myself. Remember I said I was hoping that I would get a message, and the reason why I said it made me think of myself is because I never show you guys my face. And the reason why I don't show my face is because I don't want you looking at me. I want you looking at the cards and listening to what it is I have to say. And so that's why I don't put my face out there with what it is that I do. But also the King of Wands in this particular deck in the Casanova speaks to like a benefactor. So remember in the first spread, I was talking about maybe this is a new project that you're trying to, and maybe, there's a benefactor who's come in, someone who's not going to mind funding your project, but doesn't want their name attached to it. That could be that too. So and then I was trying to clear the energies on the Sibilas. And remember the last card down in the other spread was the Four of Cups, the Moon in Cancer. And I said, it has something to do with your home life. That card, the house card, fell out of the deck. So I don't know how this is all going to fit in together or if it even will. We will see. I'm going to leave that King of Wands out. Obviously, he has presented himself for a reason. I'm not one of those I have a friend who calls me superstitious. You're just superstitious. Look, there was a lady when I grew up, when I was a kid, who, if you opened up the dictionary to look up the word superstitious, her picture would be right next to it. She would put silver coins in her shoes. She, if she knocked over the salt shaker, she would throw salt over her shoulder. She wouldn't walk under ladders. If black cats passed her, crossed her path, she'd do the hex symbol. Okay, so that's superstitious. I do believe that there are some things that you should pay attention to. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be something, but you can't also live your life in fear. I don't know why I brought that up, but anyway, it's about the two things that occurred to me this morning. So, I'm kind of staying open to try to figure out, maybe it doesn't mean anything, really. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. Maybe it's just something that happened, but I don't believe that I don't believe in random events. I don't. I think that all things are interconnected in some way. Very subtle. Sometimes we are not aware of them. We don't pay attention to the patterns, things that occur. It doesn't necessarily mean it's something earth-shattering that's going to occur, or you're going to be receiving some kind of, vision or news or revelation. but that, you know, sometimes things happen to kind of get your attention to say, you know, hey, pay attention here because there's something that you're missing. So anyway, I don't know why okay, let's put the rest of the cards down. 7 of Cups. That's 2 7 of Cups here. Okay. 6 of Swords. Now, 2 Kings have come out. King of Swords. Judgment. 3 of Coins. Twice the 3 of Coins has come out. 4 of Coins. Twice the 4 of Coins has come out. 5 of Swords. Twice the 5 of Swords have come out. 7 of Swords. Well, and look who's under the deck. The Empress. Well, well, well. Now this is interesting because that Casanova, I tell you what, I only have one major arcana in this spread. And the first spread had 2 5s, changes, hassles, delays, conflicts, but those are outside influences. Now I have 2 7s. Now I only had 1 7 over here. 1 7 and 2 5s. Here I have 1 5 and 2 7s. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 repeater cards. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. And what I have, this is number 21. That's number 20, Judgment. So there's some kind of theme here, some kind of interconnectedness between the two spreads. I just don't know what it is yet. So bear with me a second. Wow. Okay. So, Judgment. Decision making. Sometimes it could be judging of other people, judging ourselves, judging a situation. This does not look like a legal issue. None whatsoever. To me, it speaks of a really of a decision. Now, someone weighing up either another person, a situation, maybe they themselves have not been able to come to a decision. Here, the 2 Kings. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this is 2 separate people, and, you know, same sex or heterosexual, whomever is going to take the role of the male in the relationship. You know what I don't see in this spread? I don't see a lot of cups. It is more weighted towards the swords. And this may be why Judgment is in the center. This is about decision making. This is about choices. This is about thoughts. It is about communication, perceptions, whether they are expansive or limiting. And with all of the pip cards around this major arcana, the major arcana takes weight. It takes more weight. This one card holds more weight than all of these other cards put together. And so what I feel is that this is two aspects of the same person. On the one hand, this card, this says that this is a, a good-natured, hold on, because I get the words confused all the time. The King of Wands represents someone who's an entrepreneur, honesty, curiosity, benevolence. It also represents an experience and good-naturedness behind a formal front, which is why this particular, see, he's leaning forward, and leaning forward into someone says that there's an interest in what they have to say or what they're doing, or this person is interested in what they're seeing or what they're hearing. So this is, even though the legs and the arms are crossed, which would indicate some level of, in a sense, detachment, but the actual body language of the person leaning forward lets you know that there's some kind of interest there, okay? But yet, I have this guy, the King of Swords. Now, this King of Swords is faced towards the past. This is the past direction. This is the future direction. And his sword is at the ready. I think this is someone who has a lot of decisions that they make. I think that they think of themselves as someone as a position, in a position of power and authority. And I say that because of that building back there. It looks like an official kind of a building. Maybe this is someone who does have work in a official capacity. Let me read you the, look, the Judge. There's Judgment. Power, charisma, command, but it also speaks to someone who's tired of being in authority. Now, I find that to be quite interesting, because here, this card, this is twice this card shown up. This is someone who is so busy doing other things, they don't have time to pay attention to that which is right next to them. Now, see, he's counting money and he's putting it in his purse. But here's this naked chick who's sitting next to him, watching him count the money. She's not touching it. She herself is looking at the money. This is coins. Wealth on the material plane, greed. Let's see what the Four of Pentacles. Listen, the mystery, avarice, thrift, isolated in one's own greed. In other words, someone who is only interested in what they can get out of it for themselves. That's what I get. It says he only has eyes for his own purse instead of looking at what is beside him. And that's interesting. This card, the Seven of Cups. Now, here, I don't know if you can see that. Right, hold on. There's a guy in the mirror, and he's watching this woman come out of, you know, her bath and doing whatever her womanly thing is that she does to become beautiful. Y'all, men don't know how much hard work it be sometimes. I sometimes wonder why we don't just walk outside and catch fire when the sun hits us. We perfume, hairspray, makeup, lotion, you know, just catch fire, spontaneously combust from all the chemical mix. But anyway, I digress. That card speaks to the attraction of opposites. See, fire and water here. Fire, water, and air. Passions with emotions, with thoughts. He's interested and he watches from afar, Maybe he peeks in every now and again. But he's still not fully, he's not all in, okay? He's not all in, and he's hiding something. Now, the Six of Swords, we know traditionally in the Rider-Waite deck, speaks to moving away, either literally or psychologically away from a troubling situation. And I would dare say that this is a troubling situation for that King of Wands. This is a problem for him. Now, the actual meaning of this card in this deck is the travel, reasoning, curiosity, evaluation, and then transience. Someone really trying to understand what's going on around them. Kind of like that computer thing I just told you guys about. What the hell was that all about? So, see, like I said, he's curious. This is something he does not understand. And maybe he was all kind of, you know, open about it at first, but then this energy comes in and he like, he's turned his back. He has changed his mind. Now, in one respect, what I get is that he perhaps is thinking that this person doesn't measure up to what his ideas are. See all these swords? He may have made the determination that the person is lacking in something, doesn't conform to his high ideals and or expectations. He has, quote unquote, sampled the wares, viewed the wares, but now he has decided to turn his back on that. Okay? And because this is the present row, so he's turned his back on that. We have this Three of Coins. Now, this is the second Three of Coins that has come out. This Three of Coins is, I hate going to the book sometimes, but today I feel a need to. This three is to make a show of things, to reify, to evaluate according to material quality, to buy but not to conquer, which is exactly what has happened here. He's paid some kind of price, okay? He has given some benefactor. He has donated some kind of finances or money, something that he considers to be of a value, and he's reified it, but he's turned his back on it. Now remember, he's coming from a place of only being interested in his own needs. He's only interested in what he can gain out of a situation. He's not prepared, or he doesn't want to be distracted from anything else. But here I have the Five of Swords. Now, this is not the person walking away, as we saw before, due to arguments. This Five of Swords speaks to dishonor, facing a difficult choice, playing with fire, and not being able to hold back. Now, this is strange, and I'm going to read it. Casanova had a relationship with Leonilda, the daughter of Donna Lucrezia, and maybe of Casanova himself. So there's an implication here that this could be an incestuous relationship. I'm not necessarily saying that this is true, but if I take the incest off the table, it speaks to a kind of relationship where maybe this king feels that there's something improper about it. But nevertheless, it doesn't stop him. It doesn't stop him. He's thinking that there's something improper about the relationship. There's something, you see, because this represents, this Seven of Cups speaks to um, a vision, desire, temptation, imagination, the attraction of modesty and purity, the meeting of opposites, as if in a way maybe the person feels like that person is their daughter, or they it's an uncomfortable connection. Okay, it's uncomfortable. And then the Seven of Swords here, and this is the card that perplexes me the most, simply because of the meaning of it. It says expedient, gossip, an attempt, pleasant company, a hidden plan, but also a spiritual presence. Now, in the previous spread, I spoke to you about some type of past life connection. So it could be that what this inference to this feeling of incestuousness around the relationship could be coming from a past life. It could be because maybe in a past life it was a father-daughter relationship or mother-son relationship. That's typically sometimes what you see. And you can look at those things in your astrological chart. You do the synastry and the composite chart, and it will show you the connections that you've had with people in a past life, what type of relationship it was. This could have also been a mentor type of relationship. That's what this is all about. But the relationship of the mentor, there has always been some other kind of attraction there. All right. And that may be why we get this uncomfortable feeling about the relationship, this uncomfortable energy here. Now, the Six of Swords with the Three of Coins and the Seven of Swords. And look, no matter what, this card in this deck says the woman. That's the meaning. It is the woman. It is the woman, the mother, fertility, female strength, action, activity, intelligence. So it kind of speaks to, like, there's so many things going on in this situation, very complex, lots of subtle undercurrent energies, different thoughts, different feelings, different ways of behaving, different emotions. But what I find to be most interesting is that there are four cards where the man is unmasked. And that is the Six of Swords, the Four of Coins, the Five of Swords, and then the Seven of Swords. He is unmasked in every single one of these cards. In the and let's not forget the Seven of Cups. And I think that there is something about this woman that reflects himself. That's also what I'm picking up. I want to go. Oh, I have have these out of order. I mean, the profusion of swords here. This speaks to intelligence. You know, whenever the Empress shows up, she's a formidable, formidable female. Formidable. She is all woman. She is well aware of her feminine gifts, her feminine shortcomings. She is someone who is comfortable in her own skin. This is the kind of woman that can come into your life and change it completely. Again, whether or not same-sex or heterosexual, whomever's going to take the role of the female. Look, this guy is a king. He's a king. She is an empress. Now, what's most interesting to me about the Judgment card in the center is what you are looking at is the Emperor. That's the same guy on this card. Okay? So, in one respect, it speaks to the female in this situation, presents, I think, a challenge for this male. She is smart. She is sexy. She is a risk taker. And what I mean by that is, if this is this Empress here, she took a risk and revealed herself to him and allowed him to make a determination. There's something about her that he does not understand. But yet here she is. So let's take a look. I want to look at these swords cards because they are quite perplexing to me. They speak a story, but they're still quite perplexing. All right, let's get this started. See, right down the center, this is really what tells the story. He watches, he waits, he's attracted to her. There's something about her that he perhaps is afraid of, or perhaps feels that she's too good for him. But he has weighed her up. He has judged her, turned his back on her, or at least upon the situation, not her. I think he is trying to turn his back on she, the person. The fire, playing with the fire, even though it's uncomfortable. To me, that row speaks the loudest. That vertical column speaks the loudest. To me, this is, he's trying to rationalize why he's going back to doing that. Okay? He's determined that that was really nothing. It was just, you know, I paid for it, whatever. It didn't do anything for me. So I'm going to go back to doing this, just paying for my fun, or however this Three of Coins relates with this guy. But then this Seven of Swords here says that It's an attempt. And that no matter how much, if he's trying to deny it, that the association was very, very pleasant. To me, the hidden plan means with the spiritual presence that there's something else going on underneath the surface that we are not aware of. So let's take a look. First, I want to look at the Judgment card. That's central. It touches everything else. Here, it's like, well, maybe I'll go through with it after all, or let me just sit back and see how this is going to play out. I enjoyed it. See here, he's determined that he's enjoyed it. But then all of a sudden, he switches gears and changes his mind. They're telling cross stories. Yeah, whatever. It didn't mean a whole lot. But man, I can't get her out of my mind. That's really what that says to me. Now, let's take a look at this Judgment card. Wait a minute. Holy smokes. Wait, people, because the 3 cards that have come out on the Judgment, holy shit. Fortuna, a positive event. Fortunate events. The reunion card, the meeting. And the Gran Consolazione, success achieved after a long time on the Judgment. Wow. Holy smokes. Let's take a look, because Casanova's telling a different, well, he's telling a story of confusion. Oh my God, what is this? Somebody, I know some of y'all probably recognize this out there. If you want to come talk about it, go to my website, to the YouTube comment where you can leave comments on the video. I have a section there, not the testimonials. Jesus Christ. Holy smokes. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at this 6 of Swords, because I don't know what the hell's going on. Giovanni Fanciulla. She showed up. I don't remember where she showed up, but she showed up in the other spread. The Vedovo. The widower. The sad and lonely man tied to his past. L'amante. The female lover. Now, this is the Virgin. Well, it says attraction to a young girl. Remember I was telling you, I said like maybe the relationship, it's like a father-daughter feeling, and maybe that's it's uncomfortable. Maybe that's what that is. So we have to end this, okay? But you can't. I think this is 2 aspects of the same woman. Because this doesn't read like 3 people in a situation. I would think that to be the 3 of Cups. Here we have that card, okay? And this could be him ending a situation with a younger female, or but it also speaks to him being tied to the past of this person. And again, I'm kind of picking up the message that it has to do with, see the cross there, a, a reincarnation cycle, it's a fated thing, the cross. It brings a lot of grief with it, the cross does. But here we have this Lamante, female, in the future position. And maybe this is the Empress just moving forward. This is crazy. Holy smokes. Let's look at the King of Swords. Why this energy? Aha. Arrogance, vanity, fear, desperation, anxiety, and somebody's sticking true to that. They're not wanting to have anything to do with this over there. To thine own self be true. Card just flew out on the floor. We're going to look at this Five of Swords here. I'm going to go ahead and lie this on there because it pensiero, thought. Remember, playing with fire, not being able to hold back. But also looking at why he did what he did or why he's behaving the way that he did. He's facing that. It's like another judgment card. He's trying to come to some decision, or he's thinking about a past action or a past decision. And I personally think it's a bit of both, because the coins represent the material plane, the physical plane, the doing of something or not, and the swords represent the mental plane. Someone denying their feelings. Maybe they've said something or done something to get whatever it was that they wanted out of it. But whatever they said or whatever they did does not hold true. The lies, the hidden intentions. And it has to do with what the person wants. This is the Lord of the Manor, the high society guy. This is the guy the high roller, okay? This is the guy that got all his ducks in a row. This is the guy who, when he steps out, wants to look good, smell good, have lots of respect, people looking up to him, other guys being envious of him because he's got the hot wife and the Ferrari and the big house. And okay, not necessarily saying that that's the kind of individual that it is, but that's the energy surrounding this Gran Signore in this spread. Let's look at the Seven of, because I think that's the key to this. That's the key to this. What is the Seven of Swords? It goes back to that Moon card, and it's in place of this Three of, I think it's someone who has intimacy issues. They're afraid of it. Well, let's see. Exactly. Exactly. Look, it's intimacy issues. Limoneo, that's bond, that's nuptials, that's marriage, that's contract. This is the highly spiritual nature of this couple, okay? Of this woman and of this diversified king. And that could also be he's diversified in his business and his work. He's got a lot of things going on. Got to wear many hats. But it's also intimacy. There has to be intimacy in order for there to be some kind of bond, or there's an illness of an uncertain origin surrounding this. This to me speaks of someone who is afraid of intimacy. So they run away from it. They know they've been caught. They know it. But they're going to run away from that shit. Well, damn, Casanova's telling a story today. Now let's take a look at this empress. Oh, Casanova, Casanova. Oh, Casanova. Y'all remember that song? Me and Romeo ain't never been friends. That's it. This is Casanova, and the other guy is Romeo. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that tells the story. At some point, and maybe this is already occurring, and maybe this is already happening, this Casanova Romeo person, that's a stupid action, stupid behavior. It's stupid not to talk. It's stupid not to engage. It's stupid not to delve into the intimacy of this particular empress. Okay? In a way that says that, you know, have faith, but also that running away from this and staying a single person is foolish. It's foolish. I don't know what the hell all that means. Now, for some of you, if you recognize this situation, I want to tell something to you. There's going to be a message coming from far away. That's the messaggere. Now, this could be a literal message coming in. But if we're going to speak of the highly spiritual nature, the past life connection, message far away has a different connotation. Message from far away has a different connotation. I don't know how long I've been doing that, but we are done now, and I hope that message helped you. This is quite the interesting spread. All right, namaste.